Hi, my name is Lizzie Alkire. I am one half of Passion Legacy Academy. I started web development when I was 10 years old, so I've been doing it for 20 years now. I started working with GeoCities and AngelFire. They were old drag and drop developers back in the day. I began creating fan sites. I made a fan site about Eminem because I was obsessed. I created a fan site for my friends. I had a website for my group of friends that I made actually in HTML, not a drag and drop editor, when I was 16. That's when I really got into coding. After that, I went on to take college classes in web development when I was 18 and had just graduated from high school while I was pregnant with my son. I started actually doing them professionally when I was 19. I kind of got scammed out of a website and money and learned a very hard lesson, but that was my very first professional website and it taught me a lot. So it was worth way more than I would have gotten compensated financially. I became an email marketer and actually got into the world of digital marketing when I was 21 and started working for an online animation school called Animation Mentor, and that was the most incredible experience. I did that for about a year, and then I started focusing on just raising my son for a little bit, and I went back to work a couple years later when I was about 23, and I started working as a newsletter production manager. And that's where I really learned all about digital marketing, online businesses, was with Claire Communications and a woman named Linda Claire Quigg, who I absolutely adore. She was my mentor pretty much. I worked there for a number of years. I moved away from newsletter production management and away from doing just email newsletters and into a bigger role. I took on a whole bunch of hats and learned all about the inner workings of online business. I was doing product launches, email marketing, web development, all of the techie stuff, setting up webinars, pretty much anything. I did light copywriting, you name it, I did it. I was in all of it, light graphic design. We actually had a full-time, or not a full-time, we had a graphic designer. So I wasn't doing all of that, but I would do light graphic design here and there. I wore many, many, many hats. And I did that for a number of years. And then I worked for a couple clients after that here and there, just doing freelance work. And it was not great experiences, but I learned a lot more about online business. I hit a really bad depression and had some big life changes. And that's when I decided I was going to start my own online business. I figured I've worn so many hats for clients that I could do it just fine myself. You know, I've run other people's businesses for so long that, I might as well try to run my own. Oh, it's a lot different running someone else's business than to run your own business. It is, so many blocks came up, so much development, personal development happened in such a short amount of time that becoming an entrepreneur, it's about growth, and you'll grow quickly. I I got pregnant with my daughter, my third child, while I was just starting my first online business. And I fell into a deep depression, and I just did not want to do anything in business, and just focused on her and my other kids for about a year. And then I gradually eased back into it. I took on a client here and there. And then a couple years later, I got really into building my first online business, Alkire Marketing. And from there, I met Angela,